if your Pinterest ads are getting clicks and sometimes you get a sale and then sometimes you get days without any sales at all and your Pinterest ad just feels so inconsistent, this is almost always like this is almost never a quality of traffic problem. This is way more what I often see is that it's a problem where we are making it impossible for Pinterest to actually do its job. So let's assume something important first, and that is that you know that you're getting sales and you're getting add to carts consistently. Your CTR is pretty decent on your ads. You will know that you're attracting the right people. You just cannot get those sales consistent yet. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about in this video. So over the past 5 years, I have reviewed so many ad accounts, and I often see the same pattern happen over and over again where we're getting some sales and then actually like sales do not get consistent. And I have struggled with this many times because I had to learn Pinterest ads as well. And this didn't come natural to me in the beginning at all. So, what I often see is that people are constantly optimizing or they are pausing campaigns and just changing everything around, adding new creatives, testing new products all the time. And this really makes Pinterest's job impossible. I want to discuss 3 common mistakes that I see so you don't have to make them. And you can make sure that your Pinterest performance is actually so much better than mine was in the beginning of me running Pinterest ads. So, the biggest one I'm seeing is that people give Pinterest not enough time at all. So, we are so used to Meta being really quick and getting out of the learning phase very fast, but Pinterest isn't that way at all. So you want to like change something and don't change too many things all at once and then see, okay, how well is this campaign running? And then give it like 7 days or something, like 5 to 7 days. If you're spending a decent amount, like over $50 a day, like it could be okay to watch after 3 days, maybe four. But if you're spending anything less, don't start adjusting anything until like you've hit 5 to 7 days. And if you have a really small budget, even maybe give it 10 days or something. You want to get some consistent data and some, like, you don't want to read a ROAS of an ad creative that has spent like $2. And if you're selling something that is $20, your ROAS is going to be great. But for a $2 ad spend, you have no idea about the actual data and you just got lucky. And then you're going to be optimizing based on like a very skewed perspective and a lucky sale. And you don't want that. You want to get that decent data, so don't optimize too quickly, and especially not if you're actually seeing sales. And this is so important. Then the second thing I see happen very often is that product owners or brands really are kind of scared to pick one product to promote first on Pinterest. And they decide to opt to either create a category page or multiple version of a product or just test 5 products all at once at the same time. But this is really killing your sales because you're going to spread your budget really thin. And also, it is so much better or so much easier if you just pick your bestseller and then go all in on that one product you already know the audience of, and you already know, okay, I have a page that is already converting for another sales channel and I know this product works, and then test it on Pinterest. And as you're getting more data, you can always optimize, like you get to optimize your ads, but you also get to optimize your product page if you're seeing, okay, my meta traffic is converting on this product page, but my Pinterest traffic is not. And I know I'm getting quality traffic from there because I'm getting a sale here and there. But at the same time, I need to tweak something. And then you can start to see, okay, is there something on the product page that I can add or make it more Pinterest friendly, and make sure that it's actually starting to convert for Pinterest as well. So if you pick that one bestseller, you are giving yourself the mental space and also your campaigns the budget to properly test your campaign basically with all its ads creative and its targeting, but also your product page, and see, okay, how well is this working for Pinterest, instead of running everything at the same time, because it is different products often need different angles, and you're spreading yourself so very thin. So stack wins on top of each other rather than like start really general and really broad. So if there's something you're stuck on, quit all the campaigns that are like testing different things. Focus on that one bestseller, get that one knocking out of the park, make sure it's really profitable, and then add your extra products on top of this. The third mistake I see is that people are testing so many creatives at the same time. And I know this is something that works really well right now on Facebook ads, but this just doesn't work on Pinterest. So what I do recommend is diving into like creating a ton of creatives and then testing them and see, okay, which ones are getting a good CTR, and just kill everything that is just not getting you the results, but then make iterations of what is actually working instead of constantly testing new things. And once you're ready to do some decent scaling, that's a great moment where you can see, okay, maybe I can test a new marketing angle and test some new type of creatives. But first, find something that works, because again, you are spreading your budget over so many different things. And honestly, like UGC content is speaking to very different people than a static image. And especially if you want to target those people who are ready to do a purchase, especially on Pinterest, it is so much better to really hone in on that person, on that creative that you know your person is loving, to actually get a sale. And like make that testing something for later on, and don't test right away, because Pinterest is not as robust yet as Facebook, and it doesn't always run with the pin or the ad creative that is actually getting you the most sales. Sometimes it runs with the Pinterest ad creative that is getting you the most engagement. And then you can end up with Pinterest spending all your budget on a pin that is getting you a ton of saves, which is great. I mean, you are going to end up on somebody's board and maybe they'll purchase from you later, but they're not purchasing now and you're spending your money now. And that's when you want to get your ROAS. So this is why I think it's so important to find one creative, and then don't start testing a ton of creatives on the side. And sure, in the beginning, you're going to need to figure out, okay, do I need to create a product focused video where I'm showing all the features and somebody using the product? Do I need to create a static image with a text layover, or do I need to create a static pin with just the product? Or maybe like UGC content is actually working for my kind of product. And that is something, you know your audience, you know what is speaking to them. Go and do some research on Pinterest and see, okay, what kind of pins are actually ranking high organically in my niche, and see, okay, what is working on these pins that I can actually use to create my ads as well and make them speak to the audience that is already organically engaging with this type of content. So this is why all these different intent levels and like this really complex campaign setups are really not the solution to the problems that you're having, especially if you're already getting decent traffic and you're already getting some sales, but you just cannot get it consistent. It's much better to start honing in on one person, one product, and really, okay, see, okay, I'm going to make this work, and then stack the next one on top of it, so you can really get a feel for this platform and get a feel for what is actually converting people on this platform, and use that data to optimize your campaigns and your product pages. And then from there, once you have a profitable campaign, it is so much more relaxed to start scaling rather than spreading yourself thin and feeling like you're losing out on so much money. Once you stop doing these three things, Pinterest is going to be so much easier to read, and it's going to be so much easier to learn from the data and really optimize. So in the next video, I'm going to share with you a very simple ad setup that I see working like with 90% of my ecom clients really well, and get sales very fast, so you get to a place where you can actually start scaling and testing new marketing angles. So make sure to watch that next video to see the ad setup. I'll see you in the next video.